This is the very last episode of Stories of Great Christians with Matthew Simpson. We are in chapter 29 of 29 today. And it was a hot day, so hence we need some Topo Chico mineral water to cool us down a bit. Well, take a listen, tell us what you think, and don't forget, hit subscribe, join us. Last episode.
We greet our friends everywhere with the final chapter of No Ordinary Man, the story of Matthew Simpson. This is another in the series Stories of Great Christians, brought to you by the Moody Bible Institute of Chicago. Even the Eagle.
Dear friend, it is good to see you. See you here as you are now.
Here's my card.
Your card, as if I didn't know you well enough.
Even so, read it.
Of course. William M. Daly, presiding elder, Louisiana Conference Methodist Church. Only our Lord Jesus could have done this. Would have made it possible for you to have this business card.
I know.
What brings you to Washington?
Affairs of the church. Affairs of the church. Bishop, do you realize the last time I was in Washington, I lay in a stupor, unconscious on the floor of the common jail, drunk? Let me tell it all again to you. I'm proud to tell it, proud to witness to his glory. Look at me. Once the president of Indiana University. Then, dismissed in shame and disgrace because of drinking and carousing, I catapulted down the swift road to ruin. Until a friend you sent looking for me found me. Hopeless, friendless, lost, nameless, dead drunk. In jail.
But you were still one of his children.
You thought so. But how many others did? How many of my Christian friends thought so? Why, I was the first one to say I was lost forever.
Christ waits and waits. He's always there.
You were the one who had faith. You were the one who persisted, the one man who led me back to the foot of the cross.
As I've said many times, William, to many people, we don't do these things. It's rather Jesus letting us lead others.
Even so, you were the only one who insisted I still had a soul worth saving. Through you, I found the Lord I'd really never known. Found him, and finding him, he took away my sins, my love of sinning. I thirst for strong drink.
Oh, praise. I see him in the new William Daly here before me.
Oh, who bothers with a drunk? Who can stand him?
Jesus does.
Yes, but who here in this everyday life? Not many. You dared to help me, dared to fight to see me reinstated in the church, dared to stand alone on my behalf.
William, you are part of my dream. Part of my dream for America. Our country doesn't know what to do with folks like you. I have few tools to recommend and techniques to help you. I see in the future a society to care for the poor, the drunkards and lunatics, for the disabled and the aged, doing Christ's work, but with one difference. This work will all be done with Christian men and women, carrying out Christ's plans. It will be because of Christ that such agencies will live and flourish. Good just to sit here and do nothing.
Well, don't get too comfortable, dear husband. I want to show you what I've been working on for days and days. Look,
An album, a photograph
it's
album.
time we had one. Isn't this red plush cover elegant and grand?
Yes, almost too fancy, I'd say.
Oh, sit on the sofa with him. We'll look at it together.
Very well.
Now, then.
And there he is, large as life and twice as natural. Good old Uncle Matthew. Let's see, he's not up in his 80s and still going strong. This is 1871. That must be 84.
And there's your dear mother.
Yes, called home. Called home long since. Miracle of the guard type and faces still the face.
And dearest child.
Yeah, this is some dead 29.
God's will.
That's what.
Shall we turn the page?
Turn the page. We're forever turning pages.
Werner.
Werner. Werner, 18, matriculated at Westland. Something of a problem.
No, Matt. All boys are something of a problem. If they weren't, they just wouldn't be boys, that's all. Werner was a good boy.
Of course. This book, this album, it's a whole family, isn't it? Just realized fully that Werner is our oldest son. Now, we'll be with him. Who's next?
Matilda, her preacher, and Anna.
Anna and her colonel.
Our little Anna, married to Colonel James
Yeah.
Riley Weaver, American consul left in peace.
And who's the man with the beard there in the wedding picture?
If you didn't know, our friend General Grant.
President Grant, dear. Daughter Anna and her man count him as a friend, too. Do you have a picture of the baby?
They promised to send one. Here, pigtails and all, Ida and Libby, sweet 16 and grave 21.
Yeah, that's the whole family, all of us. The Lord has blessed us. Charles is gone, all of his reward. The others remain to comfort us in our old age.
There's one more picture, one you haven't seen. Close your eyes.
They're closed.
Now open.
Helen, a picture of you. And you
Yes, the children were clamoring for it, so I went down to Mr. Brady's all by myself, mind you, and had it taken. Don't you like it, Matthew? You're not saying anything?
Overcome as I've always been at the sight of your beloved face. Ellen, this picture is the dearest one of all. Bishop Simpson, I've been sent here to get your opinion on some important questions. What's that? Bishop Simpson, what prompted you to... You're nervous. Are you ill? No, sir. It's just that, well... Yes? Well, to tell you the truth, sir, I've never interviewed an important man before. In fact, this is my first really big assignment. And, well, I'm not as fierce as all that, I hope. You just ask anything that comes to mind, and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you, sir. I understand you've been severely criticized because of your stand on women's rights and the suffrage movement. Sometimes I think that in a long lifetime I've never been criticized more severely. You may put in your paper that I am heartily in favor of women's rights. Heartily. There are those who feel that we are still in the days of the Old Testament. Women were meant solely to be chattels, not Christian companions, co-workers in the vineyard of the Lord. I've been told that mine is a voice cried in the wilderness. But I believe that women should have equal rights with men. I have, but my wife agrees with it. And shall I put that in the paper too? I might go so far as to say I would insist that you put that in the paper. Any other question? Yes. You've been a great worker for temperance, and we all should be. But as Christians, not as legislators. You can't force a man by law to think as you do. In other words, I do not believe you can save a man in spite of himself. But you can show him Christian love, teach him the right way, show him what's good and clean and right. This was Christ's way. The older I get, very close to my 70, the more convicted I am that the closer we walk with Jesus in every way, the nearer we'll get to the solution of all of life's manifold problems, big and little. And can I put that in the paper too? Put it all in, all of it. I wish I could have it printed in every paper in the land every day, right on the front page. You must forgive me if I do not speak as loudly as you might wish. I will do the best I can. I felt that I must not, could not refuse your request to come here to the seminary and give my advice to young ministers. I've prayed much over what I would say to you. I have been called an eloquent man. This is not so. Eloquence rests in what a man has to say, not in the ways he says it. It's my belief, after many years of trial and error, many years of doubt, self-searching, that if the Christian spirit is in a man, it will come out. Learn to walk with Christ all the time. Study, work hard, learn the Bible, all these things, but never forget, learn to walk with Christ all the time.
Doctor,
Yes, Mrs. Simpson.
Matthew,
He's not well. Not well at all.
how serious is it?
The constriction in his chest is so bad. He doesn't hear. Mrs. Simpson, your husband is old. He's tired. Very tired. You must prepare yourself for the fact that he's ready, I think, for his long rest. You understand?
I understand. May I go to him?
Yes. Yes, I'll go with you.
How still he lies, is he?
No.
May I kneel by the bed and hold his hands?
Of course.
Matthew. Matthew, he smiles.
Yes. He's very ill, but he hears you. He knows you're there.
Matthew.
I wouldn't try to get him to talk.
Doctor, only yesterday we were reading together.
Read now. I'm sure he'll hear you.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Doctor, did he?
Yes. Yes, he heard you.
Doctor, do you think that if I were to...
Miss Simpson.
Oh, Matthew.
Your vigil is over. Bishop Simpson has been called home.
Even the eagle grows weary at last, and his friend.
And so Matthew Simpson's earthly life ended. But, as in all Christian lives, he went on to the beginning of his fuller, richer, heavenly life. A good man, full of works. And so we conclude the final chapter of No Ordinary Man, the story of Matthew Simpson. The script was written by Charles Urquhart and produced by Jim Grant. Matthew Simpson was portrayed by Bill Pierce. Ellen was Joyce Knight Blackburn. Others featured in the cast were Louise Kearley, Florence Schmid, Millie Sawyer, Rex Brenner, Myron Kennedy, and Walter Carlson. Sound effects were created by John McComb and music by Lucille Ingebretson. Your announcer, Ted Seeley. This has been another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, which come to you transcribed from the Moody Bible Institute of Chicago.
conclusion of that series, and I hope you stood by us for all 29 episodes, and I hope that you enjoyed it, because it was truly a story of a great Christian. And I hope perhaps this will inspire you to not only go to your library or do some more research on particular Christians, but to emulate these in your own life. So may the Lord bless and keep you. May you grow in grace, because so many of us think, well, this is the big resume, and it's not. This is just the beginning blast-off launching pad. When we're with the Lord, we're going to be completing all the things we didn't complete here, for His glory, of course. And we'll have eternity to make sure we did a good job. See, the Lord said, I can trust you in little. I'm going to put you in charge of bigger things. Well, till next time, may the Lord bless and keep you, and may you grow in grace, and may God always be with you. Till next time, adios amigos.